whenever me and my classmates, we like talk about schools, we're always like, oh, at least we're not at Monte Vista, or at least, you know, it's not as competitive as Monte Vista.
My name is Eugene, so I go to Cupertino High School. I hear things about Monte Vista from my friends that go to Monte Vista, and I just hear that the schoolwork is pretty hard over there. First 3 words come in my head is intelligent, stress, and fun.
So my name is Michelle Zhu. I'm a current sophomore at Lynbrook High School. Monte Vista High School is, I've heard that like it's extremely intense, and it's like even more intense than Lynbrook and Cupertino, and that because of its like larger student population, I guess, than other schools, it has more competition.
Hey, Coachella. Yeah, I'm a sophomore at Lynbrook. So I think it's like a crazier school than Lynbrook. Like, you guys have more parties and like more social events. I think a little bit more like drugs and drinking than we have at Lynbrook. But still, like, students are like really smart and like go to prestigious colleges.
I think maybe before coming to high school, I had a different view of Monte Vista. I thought everybody was just kind of like a student, not really involved in anything. But I think after coming to high school and meeting a lot of Monte Vista kids, you know, rather than being excelling at only like studies, I think they also are really involved in extracurriculars. You know, stereotypical Monte Vista student, like president of like Key Club, like also does a sport and is, you know, taking pre-calculus freshman year, and, you know, just like, you know, really good at violin in orchestra, you know, like I just think of this really well-rounded like student, and it's not only just like really focusing on studies, but rather just like really involved in school.
I've heard there's like a lot of couples at Monte Vista. Okay. Yeah, and looks-wise, and some of my friends say there's a lot of cute girls. Monte Vista friends, they take like these like Gianza classes and stuff. We're like my whole group. We don't take any of those. We usually just do our school classes, and that's pretty much.
Driving down Montebello Road, and then they crashed and like broke the car, and yeah, like a lot of students went on that ride for like a joyride in their car, and it's like a little shocking to me because I thought that Monte Vista students were like somehow like more responsible than like a typical high school student, just because like they're getting such good grades. But like the fact that their like minds are like still as much like seeking joy as like a normal high school student, I guess is like a little surprising but understandable.
I'll definitely be surprised, and next thing I'll be like, oh, what are these kids doing?
It's not surprising, I guess. You know, like people have different ways of dealing with stress and pressure, especially at such like a high pressure school. It's honestly like, as bad as it sounds, it's not super surprising. It's just kind of like, oh, like that might not be the best way to deal with stress.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, stealing drugs is not very good for your health.
I really think that Monte Vista probably has higher percentage of drug usage than Lynbrook, but I think like a lot of other schools have way higher percentages than Monte Vista, especially in like different areas.
Yeah, like maybe like in our area, maybe like ditching class is kind of out of the ordinary. Stereotypes exist in Monte Vista because mostly because the peers around you are kind of like putting standards really high. Like normally at Cupertino will be like down here, but then in Monte Vista I would say it's like up here, and everyone's trying to like meet that or go even beyond.
It's like, I think out of all of our schools, it's like the most well-rounded, but at the same time, being so well-rounded makes it really competitive, especially getting to colleges.
There's like a lot of students at Monte Vista are Indian, and like the rest are Asian. Their parents like put more pressure on them, I guess, because they're from immigrant families and they worked hard to get here.
One of the biggest is maybe like not majoring in STEM, and it's just like not taking like the hardest classes in the world and not being as involved as your peers.
Immigrant families that have children at Monte Vista, like they still try to instill like academics first values in their kids, and so like they're less likely to, like their households have been like more stable and like more like pushing towards academics instead of like having like fun.